What's up, guys? Happy Sunday. Hope everyone's doing well. I hope your toy hunts were well this week. Uh, it was a good week. Everything was pretty nice. I don't, there wasn't much for me to look for because I was mostly looking for the Secret Wars wave, and I hope some of you were able to find it. It's Target and Walmart, man. Luckily, they're dropping some new stuff, and I'm glad. I'm hoping some of the new GI Joes start dropping because I know whatever wave that crazy raptor figure is, it should be showing up, but I haven't seen it yet. But I'm glad that we're starting to see some new stuff. I've been hit with pre-orders pretty much the past 2 to 3 weeks, and now I finally shipped my pile of loot from BBTS. Um, I have one or two things coming from 5K Toys. I have Hasbro Pulse stuff that I know is supposedly coming soon or shipping, but I have no idea. So hopefully, we're going to see some new stuff. Um, I definitely have stuff to open. I have some older stuff to open. I have the most recent pickups that I'm going to open too. So yeah, it's been good. I'm glad. Um, some new stuff is coming out because I was really filling that need in with a lot of anime over here, which is fine. I perfectly love my anime stuff. I've been collecting anime statues or figures for like over 20 years now, which is crazy to think about. Yeah, ever since like the days of Suncoast, Suncoast Video, Sam Goody, FYE, because those are the only like places that supplied anime products, and that's when I used to start collecting stuff. Toys R Us never really had anime products, but they did have. They used to back then. They did have the Gundam model kits when Gundam Wing was a huge thing when I was a kid. So I used to buy a lot of that stuff. So yeah, it's good. It's all good. But yeah, I hope everyone was able to hunt this week. I don't know what you guys have been finding, so let me know. Uh, Ross has been okay. Not that I was looking for any McFarlane figures, but some McFarlane statues did show up. If you saw my latest video, I found 4 McFarlane statues and bought one. Most likely, more so just for the comic inside that statue. So that's what I was mostly interested. And if you watch my video, I had my little gripe about the scale of the statues, which is just weird. Um, but yeah, what else? What else happened this week? Um, Tonight I'll go over the remaining like 2 hours of the Kickstarter campaign for Tide Realm Corsairs. If I can find some of the Valaverse stuff that was recently shown at DFW, I will definitely try to find that too. And even with 5K Toys, they actually put up some new pre-orders, and some stuff came in stock. So I definitely want to take a look at that stuff. I looked throughout toyark.com, and it was a lot of the stuff that I saw last week. So I wasn't even going to bother with that. I'm trying to remember if there was really anything else. If there was really anything else, because I'm pretty sure I went over as much as possible. I don't know. I don't know. We're just here to just relax, check out some announcements and stuff like that. Parmesan Studios, what's up, man? I got my first Savage Crucible figure today at Second and Charles. Whoa, that's funny. I was at Second and Charles yesterday. There's one in my area, or not my area, north of my area, in Allentown, and that some cool stuff. A lot of old stuff, but that's cool that there was a Royal Guard there. That's awesome. Kyle, what's up, man? How you doing? Mega Weapon, what's up? Browsing through 5K Toys is too dangerous. It is. It's awesome. Rick, how you doing, man? It was $65. Wow. Okay. Yeah, Second and Charles can definitely up the price with some of the stuff they have, especially when it's pre-owned, man. But they definitely go through like the aftermarket value of a figure. So as long as it's in good condition, it's complete. Hopefully it came with the box. That's cool. 65 isn't so bad because it's the Royal Guard. The Royal Guard is actually really nice. That's the black and white one, if I'm not mistaken. If it's not that one, it's the the pink armor one. I'm trying to remember. I have all the Lemurians. I love the Lemurians. They're such a great wave. NJ Tree, what's up, man? Let's see. Rick is learning the hard way. Yeah, right. I want those look good. They really do. I didn't know how much, but was hunted. My animated Superman Mondo. Oh wow, that's really cool. Brian King, how you doing? I don't care. It's worth it. A lot of fun to mess around with. Yes, absolutely. They're very cool to mess around with. I enjoy them a lot. They're very cool. We do. I'm a part of this Instagram chat room where the whole chat does photography, toy photography, strictly really Savage Crucible figures, and every Friday it's like a new batch of photos that goes out. So, and Harbinger Studios, their social media team always reposts it and everything. So it's a lot of fun. Okay, so yeah, and speaking of Harbinger Studios, I even attempted the in stock sale yesterday. Was it yesterday? Friday. I attempted the in stock sale Friday. Was it Friday? Why can I not remember? I think it was Friday. Tried. I'm okay with it. It's not a big deal. I expected it to go really, really fast. So I had Elric in my cart. I was just putting in my credit card information, and the moment I hit pay now, it was sold out, which I was like, wow, that's incredible. I wasn't mad. I was just like, that's insane. That's really crazy. I I have no attachment to Elric. Um, I know Elric became very popular when it got in everyone's hands, and everyone's been saying how good of a figure it is. You know, I didn't pre-order it at the time because, like I said, I have no attachment to the character, so I really didn't feel like it was necessary for me. I made an attempt to buy it in the in stock sale because I wanted to know what it's all about. Everyone was saying it's a good figure. Sure, let me give it a shot. But unfortunately, there wasn't a lot to go around, so a lot of people were not able to get it. But that's FOMO right there. That's people who wanted to jump on the bandwagon after the fact. Many times, many people have, well, a lot of people pre-ordered it ahead of time, and that pre-order has been up for, God, that the pre-order was up for so long, but it is what it is. I'm sure there'll be another version of Elric that they make. Who knows? But it's cool. I'm very excited for whatever announcement they have or figure that they have that's going to be introduced at Joe Fest. That's really cool. I'm definitely excited to see what that's going to be about. But yeah, Savage Crucible. It's a great line. I love that line. I'm looking forward to the new stuff that comes out. So we will see. We'll see what happens. The what else? What else was there? I think that was the most recent news that I can remember. I'm trying to just think if there was really anything else aside from the Kickstarter that ends tonight. I'm trying to find Jeff. Was there a Jeff? I don't remember. If there was a Jeff, that's cool. I don't recall seeing a Jeff. Having to go back and grab Patriot Sue's Leons and Bro Toys Ada Wong has been pricey, but they're really fun. So they look great. I just have not had any experience with Patriot or Bro toys, but they look amazing. And I think they use like the silicone body as well. All right, let's see. I will jump into this. So, Tide Realm Corsairs, this is the Kickstarter that ends tonight. And happy for Quaid, happy for Abigail. They reached their goal and then some. I believe this was $155,000 goal, and they have now hit 197,000. So hats off to them. That's amazing that they hit the goal. This project is a go. We are going to be getting these figures, which is really awesome. 2 hours left to go. If you guys don't know about this, I met these two. I met these two at Legion's Con. We got to talk, and we went out for pizza as a group with Unboxing Art, Paul, Joe, a few of us were all there. So it's really cool that we got to just hang out for a limited time. But I was excited about these figures. I think they look great. There's a whole slew of, I think, like 6, 7, around that many figures that they're offering here. But the first one is Captain Morningstar. You got 6 pairs of hands, alternate head, and your weapons right there. And then this is just wave 1, and then Captain Deathmoid. Same idea, weapons, hands, a lot of sculpt and detail. Love all the paint that they're applying here. It looks really good. And then Captain Charybdis, same idea. All the coral that's along this stuff, that's really awesome. It looks really good. Seeing it in person also was amazing, because you could see so much detail, and the level of paint that they got going on all throughout looks great on that figure. But a lot of modularity with the figures as well. There's a captain's kit, which gives you an alternate head for each of the main characters, as well as alternate arms, because you can take the jacket off and then swap the arms out, so that way they have the look of not wearing a jacket. But what I was really interested in is now that they have pirate crew builders, which is great, because I like army building. I'll buy my army of 2. Comes with alternate heads, so you could have 2 different characters, weapons, hands, and same thing with the perished. They'll have the crew builders as well, 2 different heads. And the Tideborn, 2 different heads, as you can see here. Looks really good. And this is a Kickstarter exclusive, so it's a whole new character, Brine Jaw. So this is the 4th introduced character that they're going to have, which is crazy, because not only is it like a perished character, which is the skull, you can actually have it a Tideborn character by having the like squid head or the crab head, which is cool. So you can have differences in this. Again, this seems like another army builder in a way, but yeah, nice to see. Shape shift between factions. Oh, never mind. So Brine Jaw is actually a shapeshifter, so he can be anything. You can do what you want. This is what I was looking forward to. The accessories pack, because there's the Marauder gear, and then there is the pirate gear. So glad to actually see more accessories to throw in there. Elric is very cool, but it's a money pit on eBay. Yeah, I bet it is. I'm not even going to bother. I'm not that, you know, crazy about the character. I just, you know, sure there was a FOMO in it, but it's kind of like, again, I don't know anything about the character. Never read the books. Yeah, having to go back. Oh, I read that one. I wish I could jump into another toy line. I can't anymore. No space, no more patience. No. Are you are you going to jump into Mattel's DC then? Because what are you going to do when McFarlane's done? We're talking 230. Oh my god. Yeah, that's not worth it to me. Definitely not worth it to me. So yeah, the gear, the accessory kits, a peg leg, a hook hand, guns, and uh, swords, and that's the same for the perished. And I'm sure you could use it for anything else, but it's just like, look at this. You could just change out the lower leg, the hands, of course, different weapons you could do. So not too bad. Another character, Coral Wraith. This is pretty cool because it's got this patina look to it, but it's got 4 different heads, more weapons, a lot more accessories than what you normally would get. So that's pretty cool. The render here looks really good. I'm very curious to see how it's going to look when it's made. And another one of that would actually be down further, probably mostly Gravemore, the Storm Hex. This one is kind of like in the realm with Brinejaw. So looks good. This just reminds me of Skeletor colors. I don't. Is there a story behind him? Because I'm sure there is. The Void. This guy. The render looks crazy cool, but I'm curious how it's going to turn out. Very, very curious. This is lava looking like type character. That's wild to see. It really is. I love, the jacket, what they did there, the sword, what they did there. It's so cool, but I'm curious how it's going to turn out. So all of that is unlocked. Surprisingly, they still have a 2-pack that unlocks at 230K. I don't know if they'll make it to 230K in under 2 hours or 2 hours left, 3 hours left. So who knows? But yeah, this is still cool. It's a whole new character, two all new characters. This one's in blue instead of the red, which is wild. But a Captain Arterius, not bad. It's cool. I'm glad they were able to get this funded. It's really cool that, it's another line that actually got enough support that it's going to get made. 198. So didn't I just see it was 197? Wow. Okay. So yeah, 2 hours to go. You'll get charged tonight or tomorrow. If you're interested, take a look at it. It's not bad. It's actually a really cool line, and the people there that created it are awesome people. I don't know. DC Mattel is a mixed bag, even though certain reviews is positive. So, but those reviews are for the kids line though. None of the, adult collector line has been revealed, or yeah, it hasn't even been revealed yet. So we don't even know what's going to look like. That's we don't know. I have no idea. The kids line, God, it has what, 7 or 8 points of articulation. It's not a lot. The sculpt, maybe it's a nice sculpt for as basic as it can be. It's better than the Titan figs or the Marvel Titan figs, or the the other basic figures that, that only have like 5 points of articulation. So Mattel has like a one up on Hasbro for their basic line, but it's it's still it's not the adult collector's line. So I I, I don't know why anyone would be buying that unless you really want those those figures. It's just it wouldn't even be, I wouldn't even have it. I mean, I found, what did I do? I found Batman and I found Flash at Target. Aesthetically, it looks okay, but I knew it was the kids line. I knew, I was like, no, I'm not going to buy it anyway. There's no point because I wouldn't do anything with it. Muppets Christmas Carol by NECA will be my next line. Oh, yeah. That's a cool line. Muppets Christmas Carol. Sean Beatty, what's up, man? There's no room in my life for another line, even if they. that's where you gotta let go of a little bit of stuff. T3 Collects, what's up, man? Do you think Tide Realm Corsair will be a? No, they won't. I don't think so. They didn't make any announcement. I could ask Quaid. It's possible they could just be there in person and walk around, and kind of just do like self promote that way. But having a table and all that stuff, man, that would be way too expensive for them. The part of me that thinks is no, because once tonight's done, they got to go and do everything with. They're going to be doing everything with their the production and all that. So who knows? It's possible they could have their friends like Terrence and others may walk around like they did at New Jersey, at ToyCon New Jersey, at ZoloCon, at the one in Rhode Island, ChrisCon. They could be doing that. That's a possibility. Yeah, the Kid DC. Yeah. There's no point. It can have positive reviews, but what's the point? Did you pre-order Onslaught? Nope. I want it. I just missed the window because I was sleeping. Because I work the third shift, I went to sleep and I was like, yeah, no matter what. You know what happens with Target? It's very simple. If I missed a pre-order, it's the day it's released. It's always on a Sunday. You just go on the Target app and at like 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, because I'll probably be up for work. You jump on the app, you find the item, and you do an in-store pickup because it's no longer in pre-order status. So I've done that 3 times already whenever a pre-order I missed at Target. Either that or it showed up at Target earlier than the pre-orders have shipped. It's always the case. Always the case. So do I want Onslaught? Yes, because I did have the Build-A-Figure and I sold that wave a very long time ago. And I remember because I remember collecting that wave through Ross. When I started collecting Marvel Legends during that time, 2016, 2017, I bought those figures at Ross. I collected that. I collected Giant Man, MCU Giant Man. So it was wild. I bought all that stuff at Ross. But at the time, like a year or two later, I was like, I'll sell the wave because it's easier to sell the wave than selling them in parts. So I was like, I got to find a loose Onslaught every time I go to a toy show. Never found one. Never found a loose Onslaught ever. So them re-releasing this, I'm fine with it. Fine. $40. I would have paid $40 for a loose Build-A-Figure Onslaught. easily. Or it could have been not even Onslaught. It was Red Skull, right? Because it came with a Red Skull head. What the hell was it called? But yeah, I know getting into Godzilla and Kaiju's from Hiya Toys hasn't been too bad, but getting into Monster Arts this late in the game is, yeah, yeah. Monster Arts. You know what, Rick? It depends on how old of a monster art you're looking for. Because surprisingly, the Tamashi Nation store in New York is always stocked with monster arts. Even the Bandai store in Brooklyn and in New Jersey are always stocked with monster arts. So Dante, how are you, sir? What's going on? The man with the great hair. Not tonight. I am flat right now. I did not do anything. So it was a lazy day today. In about a month, we get to submit tickets for certain things during SDCC, like offsite events. They better send an email. I swear to God. Yo, Joe Jerk, how are you, sir? How are you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I was actually I was up at your neighborhood uh, Saturday, and I was actually up there 2 weeks ago, and I actually visited the encounter. Me and my daughter were at the encounter. We spent a few minutes there looking around. Nothing for me to buy. I thought you guys would have had newer legends at that point, but you guys were not stocked at the moment. But there were some Pokemon cards. Let's see here. Let's see. 5K Toys. See, 5K Toys, yes. Rick is right. 5K Toys is wild. They showcase so much stuff sometimes, and I'm just really surprised with it. What? Let me fix the page. Here we go. So what's in stock right now, which is what I didn't even realize it, because when I opened it up today, I was like, oh, the Cesare stuff arrived and it's in stock. And Cassia and the other Roman soldiers right here, they're all available. That's really cool. Cassia, $47. That's pretty normal when it comes to Cesare Studios. But it's available. It's in stock. I think it comes with a pretty fair amount of accessories, especially, you got all the armor. All the armor comes off. I kid you not. If you've never had a Cesare Toys figure, everything comes off. It's a bare naked body. Even the feet, you see the sandals are on, but it does come with bare feet. So you could, if you have soft goods, which this one comes with soft goods, which is wild, you can definitely put different soft goods and use the figure as a completely different thing. You don't even use it as fantasy. You could use it as a regular civilian. But here she is, and then here, of course, she is with her armor on, which she does have different hair. And I guess that's made for the helmet. I love that faceplate on there. That looks so good. The cape as well looks great. So yeah, this looks great. I was planning on ordering it, but I was like, oh, didn't I order the exclusive that comes out later on the year? So this is it's tempting. And then even with the what do we got here? Marcus, I don't know how to pronounce that. Aulus and Roman infantry. Combo of 3 figures is sold out, and Marcus and Aulus is the only one remaining. So a Roman infantry is already sold out. that's pretty cool with what is this here? It's like a wolf headdress. That shield is as big as the figure. So this Roman this is the one that's sold out. So if you like these types of soldiers, they definitely look cool. Wave 4. Wow, I'm surprised. Didn't even realize they're on wave 4. No one wants. The seller I used for my In-Art Batman accessory pack on A shipped it, and I already got it. Nice. It was sold out everywhere else. Was it good? Everything was good then? So I don't have any of the In-Art stuff. Fancy Realm Gold Dragon Warrior. So it's an actual dragon. Fancy Realm. Never heard of that one. But look at what you get. 3 swords, 2 sheaths, multiple hands, the tail, cape, different lower legs and feet. Well, the pictures are going to look pretty nuts here. They're nice. Pictures look nice. Don't know if that's something that I want to add to the collection. But it does look good. Look at this soft goods. That looks nice. There's even patterns on it. That's pretty cool. And that's in stock. I forgot. I'm looking at the in stock stuff. 2 snail shells are in stock. Kraken Studio, the guy with the bat. And Kraken Studio, Crime Buster action figure. Crime Buster action. Oh, it's the Punisher. Really? I forgot about this guy. It's funny how they always block out certain things about the figure. Wow, look at that. You got 2 head sculpts with the armored helmet. Look at these. The sword, the axe, rocket launcher, grenade launcher, assault rifle, submachine guns. It's fully soft goods figure. This is $98. Wow. What else is in stock? Cell's in stock. We Like Studio, the Sun Superman figure. Oh, that looks like a Zack Snyder Superman. Those are all the... Okay. Where is... Well, let's do this. Pre-orders. Here we go. What is that? Hero Toys 1/10 scale Tribal Hunter Orc. Orc Tracker and War Bear action figure. Jeez. That's an orc. Okay. 8.7 inches. Well, for an orc, I would expect it to be that big. So 1/10 scale doesn't seem so bad. Wait. Let's see. What's the price on this? $22 deposit. Oh, it's $119 figure. Shipping fee will be relatively higher compared to regular 7-inch figure because the bulky size of both figures. Oh my god. So you get this tribal hunter orc tracker and then a war bear. How big is it? 7 inches tall, 12 inches long. I want to see more of this bear here. Well, let's start with this first. There's a lot of nice sculpted details in this guy. Very World of Warcraft. Like the style, right? Like a Joe Mad style, if you know who I'm talking about. Joe Madureira, comic book artist. That's what it reminds me of. And the bear, oh, fully naked. Cool. The bear, the sculpt looks good too. It can stand. 12 inches long. Okay. So basically $60 for each. Am I right or wrong? Oh no, I'm wrong. It's $120 for each. Jeez, never mind. $119 for the hunter, $119 for the bear. Gotcha. Wow. Okay. Was not expecting that. But then again, I should have expected that. That's crazy. But they are bigger figures, so I guess that's what they're going to do. Some outfits for the Hasuki Mecha Girl. Look at this. Soft goods for the Kyoto Street Fighter 6 Chun-Li. So the Revoltech Chun-Li, this is the one thing that pissed me off with that figure was the plastic skirt piece because it popped off every time you articulated the figure. No matter where you articulated the figure, the front and back skirt pieces always fell off. And this is so much better. Add in soft good pieces and you don't have to worry about that. For $3, $14 plus shipping. That makes it so much better. You don't have to worry about it popping off again. Figure looks so nice, but I could not articulate this thing for the life of me. It was such a pain in the ass. Cool. Good on who is this? Mlan Works. Good for them. Here you go, Rick, the DSO agent. God, that looks really good. And is that Chris Redfield back here? That's crazy. This Leon looks awesome. Oh, that looks really good. Look at all of the accessories you get. God, how much is this? $20 for deposit. This is, oh geez, $129. That's way too much. Way too much. This is why I'm not gonna bother. It's too much money. Look at all that sculpted detail, the paint too, in the weapons. Really nice. Oh, he comes with a jacket. Look at that. There's Chris. Is that a tease that they're going to do Chris, or was Chris already announced previously and I'm not aware of it? That's awesome. Fancy Realm, Hound Demon, Noda Extreme official licensed Chinese Paladin Li Xiaoyao action figure. What is all of that? First of all, it's Noda Extreme. So Noda's already known for a good articulated action figure. Deposit for Sword Kit Blue or Sword Kit Yellow. What is wow, okay. So there's the blue, there's the yellow. What is all that for? Here we go. Let me see. Oh, would you look at that? Wow. Okay. It looks like a really good figure. I don't know anything about it. $118. Okay. Well, fully cloth figure. You know, we're pricing for this is it's pretty much the same as any. I mean, Mezco is the same idea. $120. Is this a Bruce Wayne? Yep. That's a Bruce Wayne. Venus Toys, Mr. W. $62. Simple enough. It's not bad on the face sculpt. What's up, Ninja Carm? Saw Massive Universe. It was really good. Nice. I'm looking forward to watching it. CLR, what's up, man? Just unboxed and took some good photographs of Balrog. Oh, nice. It's a great figure. Chris was announced and put up already, a regular and deluxe version with his weapon and gear load. Okay, cool. Luke, what's up, man? A man can lose all his human money looking at the 5K. I want a nice, accurate Chris and Jill for my Gamerverse squad. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be really cool to get. They made Tyrant already. So not Tyrant, but you know who I'm talking about. What the Nemesis. They made Nemesis already. Guess that's no, we've known about this. I remember talking about those last time. Yeah, and here's Jill. I mean, I like this Jill. It's just too much. $105. You got the bloody large bust or the bloody regular bust, or you just get the standard large or the standard regular. If I were to pick, I don't need the bloody and I don't need the large bust because it's inaccurate. so standard regular bust version, which why the hell would you put that there? Did they not have pictures of the regular? Is that why? Because they're, yeah, that's I think it's still a good looking Jill Valentine. I just don't know. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I'll buy. Like, if I do, I would feel very much committed to getting other characters. Just like Rick said. Rick said he would. He's gonna look for them. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I really want to do all that stuff. Because when was the last time? Good Lord, yeah. When was the last time there was a licensed Resident Evil figure? You know who did it? The Liquors. The Liquors, that third party company that did the Liquors, those are great. Yep. Okay. All right. That should be good. Now I'm looking. I'm sorry. OF Jill. My God. I already have 15, 20 pre orders in 5K. I'm probably going to add the Bear and the Pegasus to my. Wow. I think I have like 5 or 6 pre order. Nope. Make that 8. I'm pretty sure I have 8. Can Jada do Resident Evil? Ah, that would be nice. That would be really cool if they did. NECA did Resident Evil 5 figures back when the game came out. I think you're right. But I wasn't collecting back then, so I would not have noticed. Okay, let's remove that. Let's see here. I'm going to put this up. Well, before that, let me. So I have old and new stuff. I'm just going to open up and play around with and see what it's all about. Because they're, when I say old, it's like, wow, how could I not have opened those figures? Because I completely forgot about them, and I put them away because they were when I bought them at liquidation, or when NJ Tree helped me out recently. For example, the Ultimate Iron Man. Have to open that. The Secret Wars Captain America. Never opened it. I mean, one of the main reasons was I waited. I was never going to pick it up at the regular price until I found it at liquidation for 15. So I was like, okay, I'll pick it up now just to have that. I never opened up these two. Miles. They look like the same figure. but they were both, I think this one was at liquidation. This one was maybe Target. Pretty sure. So those are my old, but figured we got this female trooper. Should definitely take a look at that. And Absorbing Man and Constrictor. Considering I don't have these characters anymore. So having these newer ones is also nice. And I never opened up Udo. That would be nice to open up too. Considering the armor and accessories that this thing comes with. Not exactly sure how we're going to play around with this without, or how easy it is to put on. I don't know. This did not really last long at Target for me to like look for it on clearance. So it is what it is. I still got it. I did get a discount on it. I think I paid $25 instead of like the $35 that it was asking for. So I'll take it. Could that be it? Yeah, that could be it. That's probably enough. Jada should just do figures of all. That would be cool. That would be really cool. Let's try you. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's get the easy ones out of the way. Take a look at this. Let's see. I swear. I have not played this game yet because I never bought it. And I was just like, well, it's too late now for me to go. I'm sure I'll find it on discount at some point. Did anyone watch any of the Summer Games Fest reveals? This was it yesterday? Because that was pretty cool. We got Resident Evil Veronica coming out, which is really cool. Finally, they're doing a remake of that. This figure. This thing is. Let's see. I'm really like. It's the calves, right? If I line up the calf swivel the way they should be, then his right foot, his right foot is always inward. And that's really weird. Like if I were to make it straight, then his calf is okay. Is that with every Spider-Man? I have no idea. Unfortunately, that's with my Spider-Man. So it comes with multiple hands. That's awesome. Look at that. It comes with whipping hands, wall crawling hands, and a pair of fists, as well as the webbing, swing webbing. This is where I need to like put a wire or something to make it better. But we have this, so he's got something with accessories. This one, on the other hand, this one's a little different. Where'd it go? Oh, there we go. Mars Bars, what's up? Check if the arms of Absorbing Man match up to Hercules with the sandals. I do not have the Hercules with the sandals, so unfortunately I cannot check that for you unless you want. I'll just when I put it up here, you could see for yourself because I don't know. He looks like a. If I were to look right off the bat, he looks more like Luke Cage. It looks more like a Luke Cage arms, maybe. This guy. We've seen these hands before. It's funny. Well, you know what? I guess because he has these, that's alternate hands. He has flipping hands and he has fists. So I mean, most of it's really just an alternate costume. That's really all it is. So looks like some fairly I think some of it is a new sculpt. I'm trying to remember the other miles that I have that I'm trying to think, because the the spider logo is sculpted on the front and the back. Waist swivel, yuck. Oh, Marvel Legends. You know what? The new Daredevil spoiled me. I kid you not. That's a great figure. I mean, even for these miles, I mean it's fine, it's okay. You got oh god, did they really do this? So damn it. Okay. Do you see what I mean? He's got the ab crunch. Okay. But that's it. I didn't even notice. They're just two different bodies. Jesus. One is smaller than the other. This is more like a kid body. This one he's got definitely more bulk on him, but he's got the diaphragm and the ab crunch. My lord. No wonder. That's why I'm glad I got these on discount. Jesus Christ. Miles is basically like a Hall of Armor figure, considering what's it gonna what else is it gonna be, really? When you open them, remember to keep the boxes. Adrian Sanchez, what's up, man? Did you get Player 2 Blanca yet? Yes. Well, it's on its way. It should be here this week. BBTS exclusive available now to yes. Yeah, it should be here this week. Well, the moment BBTS said that they got it in, I was happy because I already have 3 items in my pile of loot, and Player 2 Blanca made it 4. So finally, I was like, ship it. I already got the tracking number, and I'm assuming this week. So more than likely, I will open it up next Sunday. Mojera 11, what's up? As a Barriqua, I had to pick up the Barriqua suit. Miles, got my hands on Daredevil via Target delivery and loving the posability. Yes, my God, this Daredevil is by far, it's so good in articulation. It is that good. Like, I agree. I'm very impressed with this thing that I'm now mad, like, how the older figs have just they don't have the range. It's crazy. Oh. Okay, but let's see. Get these other things. Ultimate Iron Man. We'll get this out of here. Now, I remember in the past, like, this Ultimate Iron Man was different from other Iron Mans, not only in the way it looks, but they actually added some articulation points to this figure, which was very surprising to me, because what in the world could you add to this thing? I'm not too fond of the armor itself. I know it's the ultimate figure, or the ultimate character, I should say. But this thing is pretty weird looking. That's how I feel. It's pretty weird looking. Fix that. 2 pairs of hands. Okay. It's got gripping hands for what? Oh. It's got gripping hands for the comic book. Good Lord. But it has fists, and it has another pair of open palm hands, which I'm fine with. And it's nice that it has a peg hole for a blast effect, but there's no blast effect. It didn't come with a blast effect. So that's pretty pointless. Well, here, I'm going to take one from Punisher here. Okay. So as long as you have blast effects, you could use it. That's, I mean, it comes with a feature. There you go. That's why it's for adult collectors, because God forbid if a kid would not understand. You got your head sculpt. Shoulder armor is on that. It just I forgot what you call it, but it just wrap around. Is that a butterfly? No, it's not. I thought it was. It looked like it. That is a double joint. That's pretty nice. Oh, now I know why. Look at that. Look at Iron Man with a ball waist. Wow. What a change. That's crazy. RMD, what's up, man? So he has a diaphragm joint that's okay. I mean, it can move. And he's got a ball waist, but it's okay. But it's one figure out of very few Marvel Legends that have a ball waist. Okay, that's different. No drop down, upper thigh. You got your knee. And there is a pivot in there, so, and a twist. Okay. The color's nice. I like this like gunmetal color. That looks really good. It's just the overall design is just weird to me. Okay, for an Iron Man, it's not too bad. It's just a very, very different armor. Very different. But I like... I'm sure this could be better. I'm sure of it. What's the height difference between you two? Okay. At least there is a height difference. And then we have his comic. There you go. All right. Well, there's your Iron Man right there. Yeah. Let's see. Captain America. Was he supposed to be like the best one when it came out? Like it was in comparison to the anniversary cap, which I do have, which I could take a look here, because anniversary cap still had pins in it, if I remember. Captain America. Do I have all the figures in this wave? No, surprisingly. I don't have the black costume Spider-Man in this wave. I never picked it up. So there's Captain America. And I think, I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is the anniversary cap. Which I'm pretty sure it's the same. Yeah, I think it's the same figure. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. Oh, hold, you know what? Well, we're gonna take it out. Different blues, of course. Nice to see that it has an alternate head, the multiple hands. It's got the broken shield, which it's fine. And I guess these pieces, they're just pieces. Okay. Yeah, I'll just put this here. So, yeah, no more pins. Is it the same arm? It's the same. It's the same arm. It's the same everything. Nope, not fully. They actually, the hips up here, they actually sculpted the clothing lines in the hip area or pelvis area, while this one does not. But the legs are still the same. No pins though. So they updated the legs with no pins. Boots are the same. Feet are the same. Yeah, so the whole pelvis area, they sculpted the stress lines in the clothing. That's the only new thing that they did. So if you didn't get anniversary cap and you just got the Secret Wars cap, it's basically the same figure. You just got a broken shield. That's crazy. Because the newer one is the Gamerverse cap, which has butterfly joints. This one's better. It just, now they just need to figure out a way, because I'm sure they'll make a maximum Captain America. But this is, they just remove the scales on this figure. That's really, so it's a whole new, almost a whole new torso and arms. Oh no, they redid the arms. They kind of redid the arms on this one, but they made butterfly joints, so that's why I'm like, Jesus. So yeah. So if you didn't get the anniversary cap and you got Secret Wars cap, that's really the biggest difference. So same articulation, but no pins. That's still cool. No pins. The armor reminds me of Ironheart. It does. Yes, it does. Yes, the Gamerverse cap is the top, like I said. It is. I was thinking same thing. I wanted to put an Ironheart head on that. You probably could. It is possible. The ball joint looks the same, but will the Ironheart head scale though? I don't think it will. I can see it too, because I had Riri Oh, maybe it will. Here, this is the Ironheart head. The red doesn't match, but here, I'll show you what it looks like. You. That's this is a much more brighter metallic red than the armor. The armor is more flat. But it yeah, it works. You can make it work if you want it. Really do want a broken shield. Rough shot, what's up, man? Yeah. It fits though. There we go with that. Okay. Let's try this out now. Got Absorbing Man. Again, I never finished the Build-A-Figure when I was collecting. So I think the only figure I was missing two figures out of the way: Venom and the Ben Reilly Carnage, or Ben Reilly Spider-Man. I forgot. I think it was Ben Reilly Spider-Man that had a Carnage head to it. I never got those two figures, so therefore I didn't have all the pieces to build Absorbing Man. And then at one point I was like, forget it, and I sold the wave that I had, and I just didn't look back. And the next thing you know, I was like, maybe I could find an Absorbing Man, a loose one, Build-A-Figure, which I probably did, but it was just expensive and I didn't want to pay for it. So now they re-released it. Oh no, actually, the Build-A-Figure is bigger than this one. I know the Build-A-Figure is bigger than that one. It has to be, because the arms were much bigger. It was the taller figure. So this looks like they took someone's body. You mentioned Hercules. It's a possibility. I'm thinking it's Luke. And I could be right. So I'm thinking it's this Luke Cage. That is my guess. So we shall see. I'm glad he got an alternate head, because the smiling head, it's nice. It's nice that we got a smiling head. You know, it's always nice that we get two portraits. That's still fun. But what I really, really would have liked is if he had maybe alternate arms like the Build-A-Figure had. That would have been really cool. Oh, you got fists in your hand. Okay. I'm going to need... Okay. So, if he had fists, that would have been better. Yeah, I mean, look at this. You see this? He turns into like rock or something like this. So here we go. Let's see. Comes with the ball and chain, which it's just molded that way. It's fine. Got it. The Hercules has pins, and I want to swap the arms. Ah, okay. Joe Prime, what's up, man? How you doing? No way you got an early sample of the extras absorbing nothing. Okay, so Luke Cage, from what I can tell, well, let's see. So the torso's different. We know it's not the torso, but the arm, yeah. So these arms are the same. Shoulders are different. He definitely has different, and the reason why is because Luke has butterfly, but him, what is this? This is a huge ball joint in the shoulder because look how much it's cut under here. Like normally you would see a sculpt above this, right? Like, you know how with Marvel Legends you always see this this sculpt that curves around above the shoulder. He does not. It's just open right there, which is pretty different. So I guess we'll see. You can see how much that was open up there. So he's got the same arm as Luke Cage. The legs the same. The legs are the same. These are jeans for Luke, and they just made, purple with black stripes, but it's the exact same sculpt. So the hips, the legs, and the shoes. So the feet, they're all the same. This is all the same here. It's the torso that is completely different. And that's because Luke has butterfly joints. I mean, it's fairly close to put your hands together, but that's only because it's cut at a certain point right up here. Arms up. Look at that. So, I don't know what to say about that. I mean, they should have just made a butterfly joint if you're gonna cut it like that. But this entire ball socket is huge. I don't know if it's to make him look bigger with those larger shoulders, but that's what I see. Ab crunch. That's the neck. So it's a hinge on a ball. You're not going to get much tilt unless you play with the hinge and pointing it in a particular direction. But the rest is what we've seen before with Luke Cage. Double jointed knee, and of course, twist twist at the ankle, and then there's still your pivot right there. So yeah, there you go. I mean, I have an absorbing man now. Pop that out. Oh, good. I popped out the right hand. I wasn't exactly sure if that was the correct hand because he only comes with one gripping hand, and that would be the right hand. Let's see how he holds this thing, though. The chain. How am I going to do this? This looks... There we go. So you could just have, well, I guess you can hold it in different areas of the ball, but that is really it. Now it would have been great if if you could interchange the arm, but all we got is hair on his forearms. There is your ball. I'm sure it gets swung around in a particular way. Would there be a possibility that you could pull those arms off and they may give you something that'll show us a little morphing ability and different? See, I think, yeah, you could, because you could easily pop it out of the uh, upper upper bicep. You pop it out right there, and then you could have, a different color arm. I think that would have worked perfectly fine. That would have been nice. And that's exactly how the build a figure was. You popped it off at the upper bicep. This head here, I did not know, or I can't recall him without eyebrows, right? But that is your alternate head. You have an angry face. It's painted nicely. You got your like stubble around the jaw and the chin, the lips, the teeth, the eyes. They're all well done. No eyebrows. But he has eyebrows on that. So, yeah, I don't know. Marvel Legends needs to incorporate the new shoulder designs they've already started. Yeah, see, that would have been neat if they did it on this figure. I mean, they already sculpted a whole new torso, or maybe that's the Hercules torso that I'm not aware of because I don't have Hercules. That's a possibility. I can't think of any other larger male figure that I might have, but I could be wrong. I'm thinking that there was something, but I don't know. So yeah, Creel looks good. He never had him, so it's good for me. It's nice. I mean, what can I say? It's updated in a way. That is the Hercules torso. So there you go. If that's the Hercules torso, are these the Hercules shoulders? Like how big of a ball socket it is? That's, or did they create a whole new shoulder? I don't know. No idea. It is. Okay. So that's what they did. Interesting. Constrictor. I feel like I had the original Wave 1 Constrictor. I feel like I had it. I but I probably sold it a long, long time ago. Well, I know this one is better. So it's better than the older one. That's the only thing you can really compare it to. Whatever body they used, we'll find out if it's any good. Why is this not cooperating with me? think the new Gladiator uses that Hercules too. Oh, you're right. Yeah, the new Gladiator has that same. I'm so glad it's right in front of me. Yeah, you're right. So then, yeah, because here's the new Gladiator. The arms and the shoulder, and let's see. Yep, yep. The entire upper torso is the same as the upper torso of Gladiator and the arms. So that is where it's from. Okay. So a bit of Hercules, bit of Luke Cage, and fully really with Gladiator here. So okay, now I know. I mean, I'm fine with reuse as long as it looks good and it works. I'm always curious where some of these sculpts are used and where they're from. It's always interesting to me. Cable uses the Hercules buck with some mods. Okay. The old 2012 Constrictor. Yeah, I had the old. I'm pretty sure I had the old one. I just don't have it anymore. I know I don't have it anymore. And was the old Constrictor a purple? Huh. I know these easily. I know what these are. Omega Red. Constrictor looks like the recent Giant Man body with the updates of Pinless. That's what it reminds me. So not really Sunfire, but the Giant Man body. So we have the butterfly joints that are okay. Not like Daredevil, but they're okay. Of course, your upper bicep, your double jointed elbow, the terrible waist swivel, knee, calf, upper thigh. So yeah. And then you could easily, I don't think it matters which ports these go into, but at least they're, deep enough to hold in. They won't really pop out. Let's see if yeah. Works. At least I can add it to Serpent Society. That's perfectly fine for me. He was a dark navy blue with a smiling expression. Yeah. I remember. Because God, what was with that wig? I'm trying to remember. Was that with the Terax Build-A-Figure wave. Was that what it was? Because I remember building, like I was hunting down all the Terax Build-A-Figure figures with the Build-A-Figure part. And I feel like that's where it may have came from. And then I sold the figures individually because I kept the Terax Build-A-Figure. The blue looks good. The yellow, the figure actually looks really nice. Yeah, it's not a character that I was, happy to pay $28 for. No, not at all. That's why I'm hoping, I find a discount somewhere. It was a Terex Wave Hasbro. Yes, okay. I was right. That's why I had Constrictor, because of that Terex Build-A-Figure. I was just hunting down old figures and just trying to build it. I feel like there was Vengeance. Oh no, the blue Ghost Rider was part of that. I remember selling all those figures individually because I was just like, I just wanted the Terex. Where'd you go? Ah, there you go. So yeah, not bad. Absolutely add it to the shelf over there. It's getting full. It's definitely getting full. But I'm again happy. We're adding newer characters, which is always a plus. So it's nice. It's really nice. Yeah. We opened up 1, 2, 3. Well, six Marvel Legends right now. That's pretty insane. I guess I'll just put you here for a moment. Luke Cage, get out of the way. Or I was gonna fit you somewhere. Oh well, whatever. I gotta clean all that up anyway. Female Trooper. Nice. Crimson Guard. Cobra Elite Trooper. Primary specialty is undercover espionage. Secondary specialty, demolition. Elite shock troopers of the Cobra Legions, too precious to be wasted on the battlefield. They are dispersed worldwide in deep cover, assuming normal appearances and lifestyles. Let's see. Whoa, there's more. Oh, okay. There's a second tray in here. Crimson Guard. I had the Thor that's now getting a maximum. Oh yeah, Extremist Iron Man, Ghost Rider Claw. Oh yeah, Claw. Hope Summers. Yep, have those. I still have that Claw. I still have that Hope Summers. Captain Rogers when Bucky was. Oh, that's right. That's right. Here we are. Chef Morris, how you doing? Female Crimson Guard, and I brought the other Crimson Guard just so we can make sure it doesn't look like it, but I was hoping they would match because now it's just like, really? They don't match. God. So it's, I'd want to say, yeah, they have the same loadout. They definitely have the same loadout. The weapons here, the backpack. You know what extra that this has? It has a pair of fists that are extra, and of course the foot stand. She comes with the red backpack instead of a black one. Why can't I take these off? I wonder if all of it's the same. It looks like it's all the same weapons. Like there's no size difference. Like they didn't scale it down for the female. It looks like it's just all the same weapons. No, we're about to see. She matches the retro. There you go. That's why I don't have the retro Crimson Guard. I have like 5 of these Crimson Guards because wasn't this Ollie's, if I'm not mistaken? Everyone finding him at Ollie's. Well, regardless, she has the silver painted more than where he has silver painted. Even, well, yeah, they got the buckle. The buckles are painted too. But the same, it's the same belt, just scaled smaller. Yeah, it's definitely scaled smaller. So if it is scaled smaller, I don't know. This knife doesn't see. Oh, I guess it does. All right, well, it fits. The knife fits in there. The handgun fits. As much as I like to put the sword on this belt, it always pops off when I don't want it to. So in a way, I'm glad that there's a peg right here for it, and I could just keep this up there. I mean, to each their own, but I'm just glad that's an option. It does fit on the back. This can also, if I'm not mistaken, right? This can fit right where yep. Put that right where the trigger is. It can hold up right there. And you now have a female Crimson Guard. She definitely is similar. I mean, we've had female troopers before. I'm trying to remember if there was a specific one that has at least some similarities to it, but it still works. I put the Madam Mask from the Crossbones 2-pack on my Crimson female officer. Looks great. I never got that 2-pack. I should really look into that 2-pack. I keep forgetting about that because that was an Amazon exclusive. And those are 2 characters I don't have. So I should look into that. But we got a lot of female troopers with vehicles, right? The ferret, the claw. Did I say that right? I forgot. The flying vehicle. What else did we get? We got the troopers. I forgot what the troopers are. Oh, that might be, yeah, the Cobra Troopers. I think the ones that came in the 2-pack female troopers. Do I have that somewhere? I would think I had somewhere. Oh well. Yeah. Well, this looks cool. You know, I would like a second one. Double jointed elbows. It has a butterfly joint. It actually looks like it works better than the male butterfly joint. Everything's the same. She has a ball jointed waist, but it's not as that does not work well. This really does not work well. The diaphragm's okay. I mean, it can move around where it can, but at least it's got some motion here and there. Yeah, getting a female head would be really cool. I don't know what I may have that I could swap at the moment. Probably like a I know. This should I think that's a silk head. I think this is a silk head. Yeah, this is a silk head. I do have a lot of shield officers, right? But I put a silk head on this one. There we go. Oh, the ball joint is much smaller. So that's not going to work. So you're just basically placing that head right on top. So it's not going to work. Does it? It somewhat works. Somewhat. It's too high up. A little bit too high up. But unfortunately, it's not. It's just sitting on top there. So that's not good. I don't know if I have another female head that might even have a smaller ball joint. It sucks, right? It sucks when you can't find it. It doesn't have that modularity. Oh, that twist there. That's cool. So there you go. Always need two. When it comes to army building, always need to have two. Almost bought Reaction Plus Chuckles today, but Target wouldn't sell him to me. Reaction Plus Chuckles. What is Reaction Plus Chuckles? Do I know what that is? Opened the Crimson Girl yesterday and added her to my Crimson shelf. Nice. Very cool. All right. Let's open up the last one and see what comes of this, because this looks like way too much stuff in here. Oh geez, there's well, I thought it was like a second tray, but well, you could still say it is a second tray. That's a lot of stuff. So below tray had those pieces in there. What the hell? That's a lot of stuff. Deluxe figure. This was what, $34.99. So figure. Got neck movement. You got your head on a dumbbell, which isn't too bad. Your butterfly joint, your double joints. You've got this vest on, which does, okay, so they do peg on the sides. There we go. This belt here, a holster. Is that a G.I. Joe emblem, but it's like in Japanese? That's pretty neat. Okay. So he has, what is this? What is all this stuff? How am I supposed to know where some of this stuff goes? So he's got this one helmet, and that's pretty neat because there's a communicator microphone right there. And I guess based on this head, even though he's got his hair tied up really up there, I guess he can still fit this. Yes, he can. He can fit that right over his head. That's cool. And here he's got a second helmet, but this one's has an armored mask to it, but it's got eye holes, so that's hopefully you could still see. Yes, you can. As long as I can get his face in the front of the mask. Oh, that's a little tricky. How are we gonna make sure? This one doesn't slide on as easily because you're trying to force the front of the mask down to his chin, and that is really hard to do. So much so that his eyes aren't making it to the eye holes. So I'm shoving it down. Like you got to insert your fingernails down and then just pry it downward. Got it. But that was definitely more difficult. But cool mask. Much different helmet. So then what the hell? I guess you could just, I guess you can just take that off. I'm afraid to. But you have a whole other like samurai outfit. And here's the pegs for the sides. So that's, I wonder how much that can hinder. But that's cool. You have a whole new armored vest with a skirt piece also. So this one has a peg too. You can open it up right here, but it's holding two swords. Wow, he's got 3 swords. Holy crap. He even has, you can change everything. He has different shins for his legs and different arm bracers for his forearms. That's, okay. I guess, you know what? Well, you know what? For the legs seems like you can just slide them on. Yeah, you can just slide them on like that. That's interesting. The forearms, though, these pieces can come off. So you'll just have to use. if you wanted to swap them out, you can just swap them out. But his swords, interesting. He's got one that he can put over his shoulder. This is the longer sword. Let's see if I can. This is pretty cool stuff. There's a lot of stuff in here. I didn't even get to the weapons, other weapons, and head sculpt. Jeez. He's got an alternate head sculpt, long hair. Doubt you can put the helmets on this one, but he's got long hair for that one. He's got this, I want to call it a Scar rifle. Looks good. And then he's got this handgun right here. So look at this. He's got 3 swords. All 3 different lengths. This one, good Lord, that one should fit in this one. There you go. And then the other 2 belong with this skirt, which is, hey, you know what? Whatever. I like all these options. This is a nice loadout for character. Very cool to see stuff like that. Tien, what's up, man? I'm thinking of getting rid of all my packaging and card backs. Trust me, I've done that with Marvel Legends. It's actually therapeutic to do so. So if you do it, you'll feel good about it. But that all depends on, you know, how you may resell your figures in the future. Are you okay with, you know, selling them loose like that without the packaging? It all depends. Joe's, I have not done that yet. I'm going to at some point. I just need to like schedule a day to be like, this is what I'm doing. Toss them all out, bag up all the accessories, things like that. So it's recommended. This is cool. I do like this. This is a cool character. I don't know the Budo character. I was not familiar with this character from when I used to collect Joes back in the 90s. It is just a character that I'm not familiar with, but hey, you're going to release a character like this and give them all these accessories, and I'm sure many people got them on discount. I know I got them at a certain price. I'm trying to, oh look, here's the receipt. I got them for $25.17. So yeah. And that was back in December. So this, he looks great. He looks really cool. I don't know where he belongs really. I don't know if he belongs with Snake Eyes or Jinx, because they're a Rashikage. Is he a Rashikage? I don't know. I don't know if he's. I don't know. I have no idea. But he could go well with like the original 00 Snake Eyes set, if you guys know what I'm talking about. The very first Snake Eyes that G.I. Joe Classified put out. There's the long hair. And if I were to pop the hand out, yep, that slides out. And there's one that says left and one that says right for this. So this, you could slide right there. So it actually has arm, a hand guard, covers up the hand right there. Look at that. That looks good. Even the elbow, if you turn it the right way, that blocks the elbow. That's pretty neat. So yeah, you absolutely can outfit them differently. Take all this off. Even, I think this belt, yep, oh, I popped it out. So that belt comes right off. Oh, well, I'm doing it now. Now you got a blank body right there. I hope these peg in easily, because that would be upsetting if it doesn't. So the next thing you know, you're just trying to put everything together, and then it won't stay. You're just hoping. Yeah, it made it. There, now he's really outfitted. I could actually take this sword back. Put that in. So now he's got, my God, he's got those two swords. He could carry, which I can assume he can carry this like that. Maybe. It's pretty cool. I feel like I need like a mannequin type thing. Oh, Duarte Studios, or Valaverse is doing that for the accessories. So I will actually, that's not out yet, but I will definitely use one of those. There we go. Not bad. I was just talking to the guy who sold me the White Storm Arena Sagat. He has the Hong Kong exclusive of Nash and Dan almost. That's it. Ugh, that hurts. I'm just gonna wait for when Evo comes around and Image Anime has their versions, just so I could get those variants. As long as I have one variant of each, then I could easily do that. Because one variant of each, you get the extra accessories. That's the only thing I'm trying to. Color may not matter, but yeah, I'll figure that out. Budo's not. Oh no, I know that. I just don't know if he belongs with them in some way. I could be wrong. I have no idea. Oh crap! I forgot about these. He has these things. Oh, he actually has it. Wow, he actually has this. He actually has this here. And then he has the head sculpt. Good Lord. Okay. Or that with this. That's another way of doing it. My goodness. All right. Well, I know I didn't put the other one there, but yeah. Cool. All right, guys. That should be enough. I opened up a lot of stuff tonight. Good stuff. Can toss some of this boxes too. I think that's the Odachi, the longsword. Oh, okay. Good to know. Very good to know. All right, guys. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I greatly appreciate it. This week, I actually have a convention. The Undiscovered Realm Con up in White Plains, New York. Yeah, White Plains, New York. So I will be there this Saturday and Sunday. That'll be a fun show. I'm looking forward to going to that show. I appreciate my friend Earl for inviting me, so I look forward to being there. So I will try to put out a toy hunt before Saturday because I will be there that weekend. And I may do some live stuff there. I don't know, but I'll try to put out videos at the same time. And I'm pretty sure I could do the live stream that Sunday night too. But if anything changes, I will let you know. Outside of that, thank you all for hanging out with me. You guys are awesome. I appreciate it. I don't think I have anything else. That's really all I have. But again, appreciate it. Thank you all. Just make sure you hit the like button on the way out. I greatly appreciate that. And I hope to see you soon and hope to see you on the next hunt.